Day 33 is about combating negative self-talk. And I know we've briefly spoken about self-talk before, but I think it's a really, really important subject. So if someone spoke to you the way you speak to yourself on a bad day, would you tolerate it? I'm guessing probably not. And yet we let that inner voice criticize, doubt, and tear us down without question. And the truth is, we all have an inner critic, that voice that tells us we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, or successful enough. But here's something important to remember. Just because a thought appears in your mind, it doesn't mean it's true. And more often than not, those negative thoughts, they're not facts, they're patterns. Science backs this up as well. Studies show that negative self-talk actually triggers the brain's threat response. We threaten ourselves, increases our stress levels, and it reinforces those limiting beliefs that we have. But just as we learned to be self-critical, we can retrain our inner voice to be kinder, more encouraging, and more importantly, more accurate. One of the most effective ways to do this is through self-compassion, not just thinking positively, but actively shifting the way you speak to yourself. Because if being hard on yourself was the answer, well, it would have worked by now. So let's try something practical. I love an exercise. So next time you catch yourself in negative self-talk, pause and ask these 3 things. Firstly, would I say this to a friend? If the answer is no, rewrite the thought in a way that's supportive rather than destructive. The second thing is, what's a more balanced way to see this? Instead of I always mess things up, try I made a mistake, but I can learn from this. And the third thing is, what's one kind thing I can say to myself instead? Something as simple as I'm doing my best and that's enough can shift your mindset. You don't have to silence your inner critic completely, that's just not realistic, but you can challenge it, and over time that voice becomes softer, kinder, and actually helps you to move forward instead of holding you back. Negative self-talk doesn't disappear overnight, but every time you choose self-compassion instead of self-criticism, you're rewiring your brain to work for you, not against you. So today, just notice the way you're speaking to yourself. And if that voice turns harsh, try responding with the same kindness you'd give to someone you love, because you deserve that too. I'll see you tomorrow.